This program contains coarse language and discusses mature themes. Viewer and listener discretion is advised.
And I really appreciate you saying that it's groovy that I say groovy.
It is. It really is, because
It is.
that's a word that's kind of gone out of style, but coming back in, for like the next generation, the next group of people, the next fad, the next thing to come in. It's like, hey, let's bring it back around.
Absolutely. And I will publicly apologize, Mac. I'm so sorry for shaming you. That I said that you made fun of me for saying the word groovy too much. It was a joke. This is a podcast of comedy and education. But I still love you. Welcome back to the Ugly Couch podcast. I'm your host, Darth Ginger, and we have a new guest. And would you prefer to go by your name or whatever
just
you
call
want?
me Keith. Just call me Keith, or Keith Dude.
Dude.
Dude is my pronoun, dude.
Super
Dude
groovy.
is my pronoun.
That's so good. My dude.
Yeah.
Takes me back when I lived in California.
Yeah. Oh. For me, the name or the title dude has just been with me. I mean, I'm not a surfer dude, right? I'm not from California. I'm from the Pacific Northwest, and being up there, you got all kinds of characters, man. You got all walks of life. And I just like, if I'm going to define myself with a word, is going to be dude. Just chill, just being chill and having a ball.
Just chilling and feeling the vibes, my dude.
Exactly.
Well, thank you for coming on to the Ugly Couch.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's a nice ugly couch you got there.
I think you might be the only person that's ever going to say that. This couch is so ugly. But you have earned your name.
Yes.
You sure have.
Yes. Ugly couches are comfy.
They really are.
Really comfy.
It is ugly, but I've had a beautiful amount of people sit on this couch and they go, we get it. I'm like, thank you. It's for love. I don't want to sit on like something from like IKEA that like stiffs up my back and stuff, and
right.
It doesn't sound appealing to me.
Right. Exactly.
What kind of couch do you have?
I honestly don't have a couch right now. I'm staying with some friends. I actually am living on a inflatable mattress.
Fun. So, I love those.
Yeah, it's not exactly that comfortable, but it works. It works for me. So it's a nice one too. It's really thick, really huge. It takes a lot of air. Blow it up. Have just lay there and just knock out.
Oh yeah. See, the only time I usually have my inflatable mattress is for my tiny 22-pound dog, because she loves to just lay on it in front of our, porch and absorb up the sun and try and grow and photosynthesize. Ella. Hey, Ella, you're never going to grow. I'm sorry. Oh, I shouldn't talk bad to you. I'm sorry. You're not feeling good. I'm sorry. No co-hosting again today? Great.
Yeah. But no, I mean, everyone needs to have that ugly couch to start off with, or at least to have for a while, because it's that first element of, hey, this is my space.
Mm-hmm.
This is my home. This is where I'm comfortable at. This is where I plant my flag. This is where I drop my stuff. Drop my stuff when I come home after work during the day, and just plop, and I'm home. Yeah.
Yeah. Usually this couch just knows that I just drop a lot of seeds on it. I didn't say the other, that you guys know.
Yeah. And then gotcha.
So it says on your profile that you're new to the area that you're in now, but you're not new to the kink world.
No, I'm not. I've been actually kinky all of my life. Literally all of my life. I'm not gonna go back too far. I've been out and polyamorous for almost 13 years. I believe that I was poly before I knew what poly was, or even that there was a word for it.
Oh, wow. How did you discover that?
I'm about to explain.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I told you, I'm not a host. I'm a guest. I'm just, okay, everyone.
I blame my family for me having the big kind of heart that I've got. Now, in polyamory, you have what is defined as multiple love bonds, or at least having the ability to have multiple love bonds. Okay, so the reason why I blame my family, I don't really want to blame them, but
It's your fault that I give
Yeah,
so
it's my
much
fault.
love. I want to give all this love. It's you.
Yeah. My parents divorced when I was about a year and a half old, and so once they divorced, they had their own side families. You know, I had step and half siblings, step and half, you know, on both sides, which includes grandparents, aunts, uncles, and all that. So I learned to love big. You know, I learned to love and create these love bonds with all these extended family members. You know, so that is like, well, you know, I can get with this, you know, because because the holiday seasons were always complex because I'd be out with my mom and stepdad, or I'd be with my dad and my stepmom, their side of the family, you know, and meeting all these other people and all these cousins, and it's like, you know, great, I got more family, I got bonus family, right? So when I got out on my own and when I turned 18, I was like, you know what? I think I want to be able to have something that's like that, but only on my terms. You know, I want to be able to have someone that I can be with. We can go out and have all this fun that we can have, and at the end of the day, we can be ourselves. We can be a couple. We can be a family, right? And that's basically what polyamory is, if you define it like that, because it's very definable. You can define it for whatever you decide to have it be, but it's definitely not monogamy. I mean, I admit I was the cheater in my first two marriages because I was like, you know, poly without permission is what I call it. uh but it was I just had this desire to love big, to love more than just one person, or have more than just one love bond. So I, about 12, 13 years ago, I was with someone that we started out like that, and it just sprouted and grew. I was able to grow in that direction and actually have multiple love bonds. So it was, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Wow, that
Yeah,
is incredible. I mean,
it's not for
it's
everybody though.
no, it's not. I just shared the other day with someone on a post talking about it. I can relate to the cheating thing
Hmm.
because it's funny how I cheated on my current partner. And, I'm not really into cheating. I mean, I am because it's a weird kink of mine, but but in a way that like he knows that like I'm cheating. But I'd actually like it was the first time I ever cheated on him without
Right.
him knowing, without the knowledge, without, you know, him knowing who the person was. And for some odd reason, it somehow blossomed our kink into being swingers
Yeah,
because
I
it
can
had
see
just
that.
been it had just been him and I for the first couple of years. And
Right.
he was like, "Are you into other people?" And I was like, "Yeah, are you?" And I was like, "Well, yeah." And I was like, "Then what the fuck are we doing?"
Yeah.
And it's very crazy how something negative can turn into something beautiful. Which again, I don't condone cheating. That's not what I'm saying. Please do
No,
not
no, no,
twist
no,
my
no, no,
words.
no, 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 no,
Don't,
no, no,
please
no.
be open and honest about that kind of
Yes.
stuff. But then, so how is your journey with like what do you have you been in a polyamorous relationship?
Yes, actually. I actually just recently got out of it.
Oh,
It's a complex story. I don't want to talk about that part, but
okay.
for the 12 years though that I was with that partner, she and I sat down and, I mean, hashed things out to the detail, to the nth degree. You know, when we started out, she had a whole bunch of play partners. I didn't, so that caused a little bit of jealousy. But it brought into stark focus my own, because I'm not, well, you didn't used to be a jealous person at all, you know, but it brought into stark focus that with her I was jealous. And I was like, why am I jealous? Why is she different? Because I got possessive. I got
Mhm.
very possessive because, you know, we she had all this attention on her, and I wanted to, your poly journey is going to be individual to you, no matter how much. If you're with someone, you're going to be able to have your, what I call a core relationship. So you and your partner right now, you guys are, would be, I would consider a core relationship. It's just you and him, right?
So yeah, with us, we are swingers. We always make sure we go to bed together. We
Right.
don't do night overs, but there
Right.
is, it's very a struggle with us because I'm able to. find anyone to just fuck. And if you don't want to fuck me, okay, cool. Hit that dislike button. I don't care. I
Right,
really don't give a fuck. But it's
right,
easier for me to find someone to play with, whereas him, he's an older man. You know, he's not in shape or anything. I
right,
find him insanely attractive. He's got a dad bod. He's got
right.
this goatee, and he cooks. So any woman that thinks
Hey,
that they
see?
want to do with him,
Yep.
please hit him up. Like his link is down below.
Right,
Please,
right,
if you're
right,
in the
right.
local Phoenix area, come at us,
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
I don't mind that. And it's harder for men to be able to do that, and that makes me
It
so
is.
upset because I mean I'm on FetLife every day posting, whatever,
Right,
just because I like
right,
posting stuff, but then I'm actually posting to get attention to him.
right. Yeah,
And
yep.
I know that he's jealous because he blessed me with, what was it? It was last weekend with my friend Mac, and I got to play with him all weekend long.
Right.
And now my friend Mac and I are trying to find him someone to play with, and it's a
Right.
struggle for the men. And I'm just like, where are all the sluts? I I know you're out there.
Yeah, exactly,
I can't
exactly.
be the only one in the whole world to just you know,
Well, no, what it is that it's a very stark imbalance because you're attractive, you're hot. I would love to play with you, but at the same time, it's
hold
like,
on. I'll just go like this real quick. Yeah, go ahead. You wanna fuck?
sure, what the hell? No, it's that it's an imbalance because women are flowers. They're attractive. I don't, and for me, my own personal preference is yes. I don't care if you're thin. I don't care if you're BBW. As long as you got a good personality, as long as you make me laugh, I can make you laugh. We get together, the chemistry's there. That's great. That's good for play. However, what polyamory is
Deeper. It's more of
it's
a
deeper. It's more of a
relationship.
relationship. Because
Mhm.
play is just the beginning.
Yeah.
Having just to see, hey, sex is great with this person. Let's see where this goes. Let's go on some dates. Let's go.
Let's let's see
Let's go
how
to the
well
beach.
let's see how well the conversation goes if we go to Olive Garden.
Exactly. Can we actually have a conversation
Yeah.
beyond, hey, you want to fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's that. And I heard a statistic somewhere, and this is a TikTok that this really
Oh,
hot
don't get
chick
me
was.
started on TikTok.
Oh
Oh
no, hear me
no.
out. Hear me out. Hear
No,
me out.
because I know exactly. I will pull up. I dead ass fucking know exactly what TikTok you're talking about.
Yeah.
But go ahead and explain it while I pull it up.
Oh, this hot ass chick is being all like, "Where's the guys who cook? Where's the guys who take care of you?" And it's split screen to someone else, and they're saying, "Hey, friend zone." They're in the friend zone. You have put these guys in the friend zone. You're all out there being all kinds of hot, and you had this chance with this really nice guy who really would take care of you, was really into you, but you friend zoned him. What the hell? And now here she's out with these assholes, with these guys who treat her like crap. And she's like, I want someone who's gonna take care of me. I want to do this. I want to do that. And it's like, yeah, well, you had your chance. The guy in the friend zone's over here having a ball, watching Star Wars, collecting shit and doing Legos and really having a good time living his life. You could have had that,
Mm-hmm.
but you friend zoned the guy.
Yep.
So guess what? Now who's in the doghouse? Now who's wanting?
I was gonna pull up the TikTok, but I feel like if I did that, I have to credit them, and I'm not, in networking with them. But yeah, no, it's absolutely true.
Yeah, but see, the thing about and people, I one of my pet peeves is the harem concept. Collecting people.
Is
When
that
it comes to
still a thing
polyamory.
that people say that kind of stuff?
Yes, they do. They do
Wow.
because it's like, oh, you're part of that harem, huh? No, not at all. No, it's like it's
It's
a
it's a
bond. It's a
beautiful thing to love.
relationship. It's love. It's not like, oh, I think I'm going to have this flavor, and that flavor tonight, and then I'm done. No, no, not at all. What it is it's fun. It's wholesome. Of all things, kink, wholesome. It's having one partner on this side, one partner on this side, and you all three of you are cuddling, watching your favorite shows. You know, it's just having that fullness of and satisfaction of being in this kind of relationship, this kind of loving bond. Because I actually had a triad. In fact, because I had been crushing on this girl for a while, and she ended up moving in with us. So we were what we call a triad, and it ended up being that my other partner proposed to the girlfriend, and they were supposed to get married. So yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, it was great. It was one of the best things in the world, you know. And we were just that tight knit of a close family, the three of us, you know. And it wasn't about sex. It was about the relationship. It was about the things that we did with each other. We went on drives together. We would go to the beach. We went, on picnics. We went shopping together. It's just living life fuller, you know. It was, say for example, if and then just go with me. I'm just gonna use this as an example. You and your partner, right? He gets a girl. He gets another girl, right? And say for example, she did things with him that he enjoyed that you don't exactly enjoy. Like for
Cool.
example, he loves playing Xbox, and she loves playing Xbox, and she pegs the needle for that for him, and checks those boxes for him, right? Whereas you check all the boxes that for him that you can, and it's like you're meeting his needs on that half, and she's meeting his needs on that half. And for the both of you, the theoretical girl, for the both of you, he's checking all your boxes and he's checking all her boxes, and so that kind of feeds into
What's
itself.
wrong with that? I don't see anything
Exactly.
wrong with that. We're all happy. Like,
Exactly. You know?
yeah.
So
We
and
were we
it's
were blessed a couple of years ago by having, our unicorn, and
yeah,
she checked off all those boxes, and it was great. They would
right,
play if I didn't want to play, we would play if she didn't want to play. She
right.
didn't live with us, but she was close enough where like, hey, like let's all get together and like go out for like dinner or go play disc golf or something. And it was so fun. We met all the needs. Sorry she went monogamous, but that's fine. I hope she's happy. But it was just, it was beautiful. And I at first got jealous just because she was another ginger, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And to have two gingers in one bedroom at a time, bless my boyfriend's soul.
Hey,
You're
once you go
fucked now.
ginger,
What?
you can't go back,
Well, yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's been 6 years since we've been together, and we met on
Yeah,
FetLife, so it's like, but
right.
it just, why get upset about someone being happy? That doesn't make any sense. Like, if you
There's
get upset about that,
mhm,
then you obviously have some of your own insecurities, and that means you should be open to communicate about it. Do not like pack that down. You
right.
need to like be open about it.
There's a word for that, and I don't know if you've heard it before, but it's a new word, or at least not really that new, but it's called compersion.
Oh yeah,
It's being happy for your partner's happiness, even if you're not giving them that happiness or some form of definition of that.
yeah,
Because you want, for, your partner goes out on a date and has a really good time, and he comes home and he's really happy. You're like, hey, I'm happy you had a great time on your date. That I'm happy for your happiness. I'm happy that you had this really great time with her. You know, and now he gets to come home and share that happiness with you. And he's fulfilled, his cup's full, your cup's full, and his other partner's cup is full. So it's all good in the hood for people being happy for each other. you know
absolutely, yeah,
you know uh, Having that open communication and talking, having that the ability to sit down and even have those hard talks of, I'm feeling that I'm in need right now. I have all these insecurities that I want to talk about, that I can go ahead and be vulnerable with you on this. And I really want to do this. Can you pause for just a second?
yeah. You're
I
good.
need to. Okay, hold on just a second.
We'll cut. Oh shoot. Oh no. Someone please just buy me a new ring light. I'll get one myself. It's okay. You don't have to, but the wish link is down below. That'll be
Gotcha.
cut. It's okay.
Right on. Good.
No
Thank
worries.
God for editors.
I know. Thank you, Calvin and Julie. I appreciate you so much. I know you're gonna edit this out, but thank you. Hold on, I gotta make sure my chonies aren't showing so I get into fucking strike.
Don't want that. You
No.
look good. But by the way, you look good today.
Thank you.
Yeah, you look really good. I mean, I really enjoy your fat profile. It's really you're hot. You are just, to me, you're hot. You're just one of those ones that's up there. But
All right, cheeks all red. All right.
There you go. At least the right cheeks are red this time.
No, all cheeks are red. All of them. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? Welcome to the Every
Anyway.
Couch podcast. It's fine.
Anyway. Well, no, I honestly, I have to admit to being a little starstruck because I'm wanting to get into this, get into doing some podcasts and
You did
whatnot.
talk about doing a podcast.
I do. I want to look into at least trying to start one, or at least to do stuff. Maybe like do a poly podcast or something like that. But there may be people out there who are already doing it, so I don't know if it's something.
So the funny thing is podcasts got especially super big during COVID.
Yeah.
And this is as easy as it gets. I keep it super simple.
Right.
I keep it very home based, and it's just I try and keep it as casual as possible. I use Skype as a recording. I have a basic webcam for an Apple laptop that's probably from 2012.
Right.
A broken ass ring light, and that's it. And having a podcast, I've already told this on the podcast before. I had a seizure at the beginning of the year after I lost my grandma, like right after her funeral in Maryland.
I'm sorry.
And no, it's okay. Don't be sorry, because it inspired me to do this. Because I've been wanting to do a podcast for so long, because not only am I a very loquacious person, if you don't know what loquacious is, can we please insert a little bubble right here? Okay, cool. Thanks.
That's loquacious, yeah.
Yeah, and I feed off of people's energy and auras and stories, and it's so beautiful. And you going through polyamorous, I've never been in a polyamorous. I've wanted to.
Right.
I live in a 700 square foot apartment, and I can't do that. It's kind of hard to accommodate another woman or man to be like, yeah, come live with us. We'll be a whole family, like whatever.
Oh, it's also based off of the energy that you have, or that you feel you can spend based off of the room that you have. If you don't have the room, then you don't have the room. That's fine. You can always just have someone that's local to you. You don't have to have them live with you. But
but I feel like, just for my personal self, I would feel like if I was in a polyamorous relationship, I'd want to make sure that everyone has their own safe space.
That's important.
Yeah, because I never want to just cram us all in the room. Like, that's just, sometimes if I want to sleep in a different bedroom and you two go there, okay, fine. If I want to be with someone, it's just all about making sure that everyone is safe and comfortable, and you know what, just like having a good time. If I want to wake you up at 3 a.m. to watch this Disney movie that just came out, I might come grab you.
Right. And it is a creature comforts. It's we all have our limits. We all have our boundaries. We all have the things that we can and can't live with or without. Because it's like, sometimes it's like sandpaper on sandpaper. We just talk about COVID. My partner and I during COVID were working from home. She had her desk over here. I had my desk right here. We worked two different jobs, but while it was okay, it kind of started grinding on the both of us, because we saw each other every day. We were stuck in the house every day, and it's like, I need to get out of the house. I need to get away from this person, because I need to. I'm seeing this person way too much. Not that you have to be with one person, or be with that one person 24/7. It's just that being away from the one that you love can have an effect where that you're really appreciating their presence in your life, and then when you come back together, it's like, oh, I missed you. I missed this. I missed this so much. And it was a wonderful thing when we were able to get out of the house finally, when COVID broke. And it's like, we went for a drive to get out of the house. The three of us actually went for a drive to get out of the house. We went places and saw things, and it was like, we just needed this time, and it felt awesome.
Isn't there a saying that distance makes love grow stronger?
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
I was close.
You were very close. Awesome. But
it's very true, because with my boyfriend, he's a chef, and if he had a possible COVID, he actually tested negative, but they had to wait the few days for him to still go back. And being around him for 4 days straight
Right.
fucking drove us insane. Like, not just me, it drove him insane. We're like, we
Yep.
get it. You have to leave. You stay here. We're good. We're like, okay, I don't mind
Yeah.
because as much as I do love my boyfriend very much,
Mhm.
thank you. I love you so much. If you ever fucking watch this, I know you won't, but I appreciate your support. It's you know that separation, it builds such a beautiful bond,
It
and
does. It
I
does.
think we all learned that after COVID.
Because you need to have time with yourself. It's not a matter of oh, I want to go and spend time with someone else. It's I want to spend time with myself, because that's another thing about poly that I learned was that my is opening up a can of worms. I'm just loving this. I never
Please do.
learned how to love.
I told you earlier. I couldn't even open a can of like SpaghettiOs. So go ahead, open up that can of SpaghettiOs.
I never learned how to love myself. I never learned what it meant to love myself until I started this poly journey, because okay, I'm going to plug a book, and I really, you might have read it. I don't know, but you should plug this book. It's called The Ethical Slut.
It's down below. Put the
There you
link
go.
down below.
Yeah. The Ethical Slut. You can get it on Amazon. They've got like,
Mm.
like two or three editions of it out. Let's see. I read The Ethical Slut, and it really opened my eyes, gave me a lot of emotional tools, but it was just the beginning. I had to do the work. I mean, there are many days when I would just go into the bathroom and look in the mirror and say, "Look here, you idiot, step up.
Yeah,
You
I do
gotta
it all
stop
the
doing this."
time.
And I had to have those talks with myself, and it's just like, okay, I'm gonna go here just because I can. Michael Jackson's song "The Man in the Mirror." I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I got telling him to change his ways, and I had to do that. I literally had to do that to myself and be like, you know what? I need to change myself. I need to grow myself. And it gives me chills thinking about that, because I did it. I had to do it. I mean, it's a journey, but I had to do it, and I did it. And I started loving myself. I looked at myself in the mirror. I'm like, look, I love you. You have your flaws. I have my flaws. You need to see past this, because you are still a human being. You are someone who deserves love. You're someone who deserves respect. And I had to have that hard talk with myself, because it's like I had a lot of self-hate. I had a lot of self-loathing. I never saw the value in who I was until I was on this journey, and it took the partners telling me, hey, you need to be the best you that you can be. And so I went on this journey of finding out who I really was. And I'm like, you know what? I love me. I do. There's only one me, and I have to live with myself. I've got to stop giving in to these negative thoughts, these negative feelings. I have to grow, and I did. But it's those really hard talks that I had to have with myself in the mirror. And I mean, I'm looking at myself right in the eye saying, look, fucker.
I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Don't
Exactly.
copyright me. Don't fucking come after me, YouTube. Fucking stop giving me strikes. Oh, stop.
Yeah.
It's
But
so empowering, and once
yeah,
you
it is.
it's a very common thing. You can't love someone until you learn to love yourself.
Right.
You
And so
know,
once
it's
once I
beautiful.
learned that, it was like, okay, so once I started doing the internal work, it started shining outwards. It was like, once you start loving yourself, I mean, okay, I'm an '80s kid, I'm got a lot of '80s
Oh hell
references.
yeah!
Whitney Houston's the greatest
I
love
should
of
have been
all.
born that decade. I'm mad that I wasn't born that decade.
Whitney Houston's the greatest love of all is learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. Literally, it is. It's out there. It's so simple, but learning to love yourself, not and it's okay to be selfish, because you can only, and what is it that I say? No one is going to love you better than you're going to love yourself. you know because it's true. I mean, when's the last time that you treated yourself like a manicure or pedicure and didn't feel selfish? When's the last time you cooked something for yourself just to eat, that tasted good because you liked it? You know, that's being selfish, which is fine because you are taking care of you. You are meeting your need. And once you're able to do that, you're kind of filling your own cup so that you can now meet the needs of your partners or your friends or, you know, whatever, because it's like my cup is full. I am so full of love. I want to give it. I want to give it to you. I want to give it to you. I want to see you smile. I want to dote on you in a way that's going to make you feel like, hey, I feel loved by this person, you know. And it's that it's both a physical and emotional feeling of a hug, you know, just of giving someone that hug and saying, hey, you matter to me in this moment. You are the shit in this moment because I've got my arms around you. I'm holding on to you. You're giving you this hug. I'm giving you love,
I
you
don't
know.
know. I'm an awkward hugger. So these skinny bony arms, they just I'm sorry if I've ever jabbed anyone with these elbows, but these knives are real sharp. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, but I that's totally true. I mean,
Yeah.
it just I'd rather just, focus on like making sure that we just spread the love and positivity. And if it happens to be with more than one person, why
Exactly.
not? Like
Exactly.
if we're all happy, what's the fucking problem? And
Exactly.
people need to stop doing that. There's this show that's gone viral. It's based out of Europe. I don't know why it's gone viral now because it's been like probably a decade since it first came out. And one of the episodes, was based on, this poly couple, and
Right.
they got shamed for it. But also, I believe the
That
husband
sucks.
was like a priest or something at the church,
Right. Right.
and full shame, even though,
Hmm.
both wives were taken care of, like they were all so happy with each other, living together.
Right.
And the younger wife, they had their first baby and they were all so happy, but the show just fucking shamed it. It's also on TLC, so
Right.
TLC just knows how to like drag all of us, weird kinky people, because
Drama.
sometimes, if you want to put a finger in your butt while you're in the shower, okay, cool, I don't care if that makes you happy,
Have
fuck it.
fun. Have fun.
Yeah,
Exactly. You
if
know.
there's no harm, then and it's sad that people think about polyamorous, especially when it comes to getting married, and polyamorous, like that's like, oh, so you really like you are really into that kind of stuff. Yeah. And
Yeah.
what? I'm
Yeah.
happy.
Now, see, that actually goes into polygamy, which is, you know, multiple marriages,
Yeah.
which can happen in polyamory. I mean, because I have friends who had multiple marriages, but they weren't really. There was the one legal spouse, and then the other spouse was handfasted, so it was kind of a non-legal marriage, right? But
Okay.
they were still bonded together, right?
Right. Yeah, you
So
don't need the
so
law to tell you if I'm married or not. I'm married to my
exactly.
boyfriend. I know that. We've been together for 6 years. In a lot of states, that's legal marriage.
There you go. Exactly.
I'm
Exactly.
not
That's
paying
common
for a
law.
wedding. Yeah. Fuck it.
But no, it's that, you know, that you create that love bond and you have that and you nurture it, and it's like it just grows upon itself and grows more upon itself the more that you're into it, you know. um and I can't go back to being monogamous. I do not want to do that. That's like putting me back in jail or something, you know.
Oh no, just
Mm-mm.
give you a I was gonna say a Sutton cage, but I probably shouldn't say that here. I'd probably get in trouble. Thanks, YouTube. That's why we're on
Yep.
Spotify as well.
Yep.
It's a cock cage. Do I need to be censored if it's a cock cage? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
insane. If you want to be monogamous, I'm not bashing you, but like, sometimes it's okay to just do something a little
Different.
not vanilla. Yeah,
Yeah.
and don't ever feel shame about doing that kind of stuff. If you're curious about it, okay, cool.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. But you know, it just we're adults now. In my
What?
from my perspective,
Who
we're
said I'm
adults
an
now.
adult?
We can
No.
have
Oh no. I'm
we
an
are
adult.
allowed to have our cake and eat it too because we can make our own rules, you know.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have to live by the rules that our parents laid down for us. Yeah, it was great for a great foundation for that time, you know, when you're in your formidable years. But once you're 18 or once you're on your own and making your own rules, you get to write them for yourself.
Well, see, that's different for me because my parents were swingers. So
Well,
I
there
got
you go.
that. We were just like being babysat, but they're like, oh no, go play in your room. And all the neighbors would come over to our house. And I'm like, now thinking of it as an adult, and my mom finally told me, she's like, we were swinging. And I was like, fuck, I knew it. At 6 years old, I knew it. I just didn't know what it was, but now I know.
Why is mommy in there with Aunt Pat and Uncle Bob and they're naked?
Ah! I did have an Aunt Pat, and then I had an Uncle Steve. And
Oh, okay.
They were terrible and loud. And it wasn't until I was like probably like 7, 8 years old. I guess they like gifted my parents these poker cards, but
Right.
all the like characters on them were nudes.
Yeah.
And I
Oh
was
my
like,
goodness.
something doesn't fit here. And then
I
I
had
had his ex at 13, and I was like, I know what those cards were. Got it.
I had in my grandpa's house, he had a picture of 3 women doing the can dance with their legs. Only you only saw their backside, so you saw 3 juicy asses. And I was like, oh, that's cool.
Please tell me this is being sold somewhere on eBay, because I will 100% go back to eBay and buy that.
I wish that I knew where it was, but it was a painting in his house, and I think it might have been like a custom painting or something like that. But if I saw it, if I see it again, I will send you a picture of it. But it
Please
was one of
do.
the most, to me, it wasn't really erotic, but it awoke something in me that was like, they're naked. They
Uh-huh.
have got some nice asses.
I'm into
I
butts.
like that.
I love female bodies, but I'm all into butts.
I'm nuts for butts.
Butts for females and males.
Yeah.
And it's just I don't know. It might be because I have a lack of a butt. It's okay. Like, it's fine. But I just like your juicy butt.
I'm nuts for butts.
You've seen Thor Ragnarok, right?
No.
Okay. Well, since you haven't
No, I'm
seen it,
kidding. Oh my god. That was so sarcastic. Oh my
no, it's
god.
okay. No, it's
Wow.
okay. No,
I sold that
when
really
Hulk
well.
when Hulk gets up out of his like hot tub and walks
Oh,
towards the window, I've been told that my butt looks like that. I'm like, really? I can't tell.
I'm gonna need some proof of that.
I just might have to show you sometime. Not on here though.
No, this is going on YouTube. We can't afford another fucking strike.
No, we can't. No,
But we'll talk later. Um,
Yes, we will.
and before we end, I wanted to ask your opinion about something that I
Sure,
saw in your profile.
sure.
Because this is a kink that I'm trying to get more knowledge on.
Okay,
Because I've had someone on here before talk about it,
okay,
and she had a bit of a different perspective than yours about breeding.
okay. Huh.
If that's
Well,
something you don't want to talk about, go
oh
ahead
no,
and say it.
I know. My profile is public. I've got that my kinks on there. For me, the breeding kink is one
Because
of those hot topics.
you're part of a lot of groups about breeding. I'm sorry, I perved. What, we're
Okay.
perverts over here.
No, not at all. No, it is my one of my personal kinks is being a cream pie donor. I love the feeling of coming inside a
Thank
nice,
you. I appreciate it
beautiful
too.
pussy.
I'm a cream pie slut.
Yeah, I mean, because okay, since we're gonna go in this direction, we're far enough into the podcast. I can open up a little bit more.
Yeah, you
I
good.
love I love eating pussy. I love it. I mean, I've read books on it. I've seen diagrams of what the clitoris looks like. Because it's not just that little bump on the front. It goes down deep inside. It's like
Yeah.
a wishbone. Seriously,
It's like a stem.
and it's I'm a student of eating pussy in that I love the taste, I love the feeling, I love the reaction that I get to it.
Have you
um
ever have you ever tasted a bad pussy?
yes.
Like, how bad? Like, give me like a vinegar level from like 0 to 10.
Oh, no, I love vinegar. No, I love
Oh,
vinegar.
dang
No,
it.
okay. Here's what happened. I was when this is like years ago. I went to go visit a friend of mine, and I could tell that she hadn't washed in a while, and I'm like, I don't want to go down there. I mean, I'll fuck it, but I don't want to go. I don't want to eat it until it's clean. So yeah, but yeah, no, I mean, but when it comes to eating pussy, I love the flavor, love the taste, I love the reaction, I love the exploration of it, whether it's just because how I start. And please don't wet yourself. How I start is I start on the on the inner thigh.
Wait. You can't say that to me. All right, listen, all you listeners, viewers, go grab a towel. Okay, cool.
Yes, grab a towel. I start on the inner thigh, probably either on the right or the left side, and work my way up towards the
Ooh.
center.
Okay, go my left side. Okay.
Towards the center, and I just, if it's
Oh wait, never
shaven,
mind. Don't go to my left side. That's my tickler side. Okay, go right. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
if you're shaven, great. If you're not shaven, then I will love to brush my tongue up against your fur, and I love
What
that.
is your preference in shaving?
Yes or no.
Okay.
That's it. I mean, if you have full bush, great. If you have a landing strip, hey, that's great. I love the view. But it doesn't, just as long as it doesn't get in the way of my tongue. I'm not really big on piercings down there because that kind of gets in the way.
It's so
But at the
people keep
same
asking
time,
me to people keep asking me, they're like, you should get pierced down there. I'm like, what?
it's a
No.
personal
It's just for
preference.
it's for looks.
Yeah,
I wouldn't think for me personally that it
yeah,
would bring in me pleasure. Like
right,
like it'll make for a great picture, but then what do
right.
I do with you now? Like even though I have my girls pierced, but that's fine.
Yeah. I have my own opinion about boobs being pierced as well, but we can cross that bridge when we get there. But anyway, um, eating, licking, tongue fucking, just setting those nerve endings on fire. Touching them with a part of my body that doesn't really get that much attention, my tongue, is just,
Shame. It
yeah,
should.
yeah. For me, I love,
Ladies.
because it's not just my tongue and my face down there. My hands would be on your body, feeling your reactions, feeling your back arch, feeling, okay, am I doing this right? Am I doing that right? How is she liking this or that? Now, the breeding kink comes into this because when I'm done, when that bell rings, when I'm done eating pussy and want to fuck, no bell rings, I'm kidding. But when I'm in the moment with someone, I start kissing my way up their stomach, and just, putting kisses on, all over, lingering in the breast area, and then kissing, and then I just, slide right in and just hold it there. And I'm like, oh, I am one with this person, and it feels so wonderful. And so when I slide right in, and I stay there just to hold it, just to be like, okay, enjoy the moment, we're here. And then I start pulling out and go back in, and it's just, well, you know how sex goes. um
Oh no, tell me.
okay.
I'm a virgin.
Oh, bullshit. Anyway, but when you start getting that sensation, when you start getting the feelings of when you're inside someone, when you're feeling that, or when you have someone inside you, you have that, it's that primal connection to that person that you don't want to give up. You don't want to just be like, okay, I'm in now, what do we do? Oh, let's play pinochle, let's play some cards. No, you want to have that sensation go, and it's that intense and growing, feeling of, I'm inside this person, we are skin to skin, we're just in this moment. And pretty soon it just gets up so intense that you finally come. And it's like, when you're coming, you just have, it's an explosion. It's an explosion of feeling and emotion. It's just like, okay, fuck, what did I do?
I did something that I don't know.
But no, when you don't have to worry about that, whether, my my kink is, no condom, no birth control. And it's that raw, natural feeling of just being there, just feeling it and just letting it soak in. My cum's soaking into you, your juices are soaking into me, and we're one being for this one moment in time. We're sharing our bodily fluids with each other. It's just so great. And and in this moment, we could be creating a new life. We could be, something could be happening, and it's just that raw feeling of creation. It's that raw feeling of, we're being animalistic together, and you're
But we
loving it and
also
I'm loving it.
we also make sure that please offer cum rags. Okay, if
Yes.
I have to play with someone one more time and you don't offer me a cum rag, that's fucking really disrespectful.
Well, here's what I do, because we can talk about my whole life story afterwards, because I've got a whole bunch of stories. But I used to be able to have sex, come, and keep fucking, but now I'm kind of, I just had my 48th birthday. I was like, I have sex, I
You
come, and then
did, and
yes.
everyone wish you a happy 48th birthday because you do not look 48 at all.
Really? Thank you.
No,
Appreciate that.
I thought that you were like 32.
No, I'm 48. I'm
Oh,
almost. I'm pushing 50. Can you see the silver in my beard here?
I know it looks fantastic. I love a good silver. Like it's beautiful. I'm 26, so it's fine.
One of the things that I use, that I still do this to this day, is that if I'm having sex with someone and I come, I'm gonna go down and make sure that I'm eating them too. Because I mean, I will. It's a whole thing for me. It's like, if it's like,
Beautiful.
I want to make sure that you come, because I know that I'm going to definitely do my best to get mine. But if you don't, I'm going to make sure that you get yours. So if I come, I'm going back down. I'm going to say, hey, I'm already inside you. Why not? What the hell? You know.
You are
So
a beautiful individual, and
thank you.
you have such an amazing, sex life journey. And we need more guys like you instead of, we don't teach these youngsters to just not like pipe fuck,
I
go home and eat a fucking like TV banquet fucking meal.
I am one of a kind. What can I say?
You really are. And like how we found each other like is so astounding. And the fact that you even wanted to be on here is incredible.
Thank
You
you. I
know,
appreciate that. I really appreciate you letting me come on here. You're awesome.
I'm all right. I'm cool.
Well, no, because when you
I'm
get,
just I'm just gonna go post a nude right after this. It's cool.
one of the things that really got to me about your profile is that you accept friend requests,
I do.
and for me, I'm kind of in a on a different journey right now, that I really want to show that I'm a friend. I want to be a friend. I was like, okay, well, she wants to be friends, let's be friends.
Yeah,
Let me
why
be
not?
friendly with her.
Yeah, there's plenty of people online where I've the reason why I keep my friend requests open is one, especially on FetLife, people look at numbers. I don't fucking look at numbers. I hate it. I've never called anyone followers. I don't like that. I still see them as friends,
Right.
especially if we interact. I have my premium Snapchat. I'm gonna plug my stuff if you want my premium Snapchat. The link's down
Right.
below. But it's just I still see them as friends because we build this amazing online friendship, and it's
Yeah.
awesome. And we're all very lonely, and we all get into our dark times. And why not, just like send a nude to like make someone happy? Like fuck it, like if that makes someone's day different,
Yeah.
I'm fucking down. Like I might just
Yes.
put on my like inflatable T-Rex costume after this and fucking just have a weird time with my fuck machine.
Yes. Exactly. Exactly.
Why?
Yeah.
Well, someone already made a porn of that. Fuck. Damn it! I'm late to the game. I've already masturbated that shit. So you have to bleep
Yeah.
masturbate out. Sorry, everyone. But it's just that life has really brought in something beautiful to me that
Right.
I thought that I was very alone with.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
it's thanks Bank of America for giving me an email while I'm recording a podcast. Now I'm worried about fraudulent shit.
Oh,
Just
damn.
spam. No, it's okay. But it's just I just love to like give people like you and everyone else that's been on the ugly couch like to embrace the kink world because it's normal. But
Yes.
people need to find people like us to be like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I did think the same thing. I feel better about it, and I could feel more open to talk about it.
Right. Let's normalize the kink. Let's not. One thing that I've learned is that your kink may not be my kink, and that's okay. You
Totally
know.
okay.
Yeah. Exactly. So I want to do this again. I know that you keep these down to a certain amount of time and whatnot, but I want to do this again with you.
Oh,
I would love to sit and talk
I
with you.
wasn't even gonna ask you. I usually do at the end of the podcast. I wasn't even gonna ask you. I was gonna be like, yeah, we'll schedule in later. That's great
Yeah.
because
Let's do this again. This is fun.
it's fun, right? And you said you want
Yeah.
to start your own podcast. I'll help you work on it.
I would love that. I would really love that. But
What,
I gotta
what
sit
was
down and do
what was
like a syllabus or something.
I know what was the you had one pitch name earlier.
Uh, Shoot, I don't know. Just
It was Polly something.
Poly Podcast or something like that.
Yeah, that would be great, and that's
Yeah.
really awesome because people need to be educated on being polyamorous and
Right.
what was it's poly. polygamous. That's what it is. Okay.
Polygamy. No,
Polygamy. Yeah.
that's multiple marriages. Polyamory is just
Yeah.
having multiple love bonds. But anyway,
I
no,
just, I just like to have a
yeah,
bunch of people that I like want to fuck. So
yeah,
sorry. Well, thank you so much. Like,
yeah. Thanks for having me on here.
I can't believe like an hour has passed. It doesn't feel like anything happened. But I mean, like
It's
amazing things happened, but like it just
yes,
felt so nonchalant.
natural.
So yeah,
You know,
and
just hey,
that's what
we're just sitting here talking.
we're just talking shit, and Ella is 100. Hold on, I'll show you guys. Ella is dead. Ella,
Puppy, puppy.
please show some signs of life. Okay, your eyes are open. Okay. I can't let the internet think that you're dead.
Yes.
She's just tired because it's fucking hot here in Arizona. So,
Yeah.
well, thank
Yeah,
you.
I'm up here in Montana too, so it snowed yesterday. I hate snow, but it's okay. It's Montana.
Yeah, well, come out here to Phoenix. It's hitting 90s now, so we're about to hit 120 in probably a month. So
Yep. Oh, I do want to plug something real quick,
yeah,
I
I was
want to
just
plug
gonna
something.
ask if you want to
Okay.
plug anything, go ahead, as long as it's not a Reddit or an OnlyFans, because that's how we get
Nope.
our flats.
No. There's a song that I learned about many years ago by the artist named Jonathan Coulton. It's called "The First of May," and you should look it up. It's funny, but at the same time, it is a holiday for kinky people. The 1st of May. I'm gonna let you go find it, and I want you to have a look at it and listen to the music, and then come back to me and we'll talk about it.
I feel like my boyfriend's gonna really like it because he showed me a song, and it was like country version, but it was about this guy ripping off some other artist, talking about him getting fisted, and it was just, yeah, that sounds. But
No,
it was a
you'll
it was a comedy. Okay, yeah, okay. The 1st of May, got it.
yeah, 1st of May, Jonathan Coulton. You will. I think you'll enjoy it because it's definitely right up our alley. Seriously.
Okay.
But that's it. That's all. We need. We'll talk more later. Okay. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching the Ugly Couch Podcast. I'm your host, Art Ginger. This has been our guest, Keith, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye. This is not the outro.